Good afternoon and welcome to the WBC. That's the Wat Buddhapanya channel with your hosts, Dr. Ajahn and myself, Stephen Camara. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Stephen. Good afternoon, everybody from around the world.
Around the corner and around the world.
Right.
Okay, today we are going. You might see the cute little cows in the background. There's
very nice.
Cow number 2, and that's because today we're going to talk about eating animals. Now,
right. Eating or non-eating.
Eating to eat or not to eat.
Right.
That is the question.
Right.
I myself, I have been a vegan since June 15th, 2015. So we're coming up on 7 years.
Okay.
And I did this not because I had any sympathy for the animals at the time. I did this strictly for health reasons. I didn't care that animals were being killed for my benefit. I did it because I knew that it was bad for you. Now, the difference is, since I started studying the Dhamma, it has become about the animals now. In fact, it's more about the animals. It's actually become, when I think about eating a piece of dead animal flesh, it sounds almost barbaric to me. It almost sounds crazy, like something a savage would do, when there's so many fruits and vegetables and a plethora of other things to eat besides animals. And what we're going to talk about today is the Buddha's in particular teachings on whether it's wrong or right to eat animals. Because I've been to several different temples. I mean, this Wat Buddhapanya here, this is the traditional Theravada temple. And there's a temple not too far from here. It's a Chinese temple in near the city of Industry, and the whole temple there is completely vegan. There's no meat allowed in the temple at all. So clearly, the different sections of Buddhism have a different attitude about eating animals. And what I want to know what the Buddha actually said. I want to know whether it's right or wrong, good or bad, and Dr. Chanya is going to explain it to us. You're on. I don't know what happened to Dr. Chanya. Maybe he disappeared for some reason, but leaving me to handle the whole broadcast on my own. Oh, there he is. You're back. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to have to go solo.
Okay. Repeat the question again.
Okay. I've been to different Buddhist temples. This is the Theravada, traditional Thai Buddhist temple. And I've been to, there's a Chinese temple in the city of Industry at the top of the mountain. That whole temple is vegan. The monks there, and they have a vegan buffet, and there's a sign that says no meat allowed. So obviously there's the different Buddhism. They have different traditions when it comes to eating animals. And what I would like to know is, I want to know what the Buddha himself said about eating animals, right or wrong, good or bad. And I would like you to explain it to us.
Then that when we talk about Theravada or Mahayana, we would call the Theravada, we follow the Buddha's way or the Buddha thought. We follow what the Buddha thought. We never used the way of logic. So we practice what the Buddha thought mentioned in the Buddhist scripture. Right now, when you ask about the Buddha's word on eating or non-eating, we must raise about the Chivaka Sutta. That's very clear. The Buddha keep us very clear about eating or non-eating. To eat meat or not to eat meat depends upon some condition. At first, let's see the condition of eating and condition of non-eating that the Buddha had taught very clearly the following. I say there are three instances in which meat should not be consumed: when it is seen, heard, or suspect that the animal was killed for one's sake. These are the three instances in which I say that meat should not be consumed. This is the condition that monk cannot consume the meat. If you see, you hear, or you suspect that they kill animal for you specifically, you cannot eat. This is from the Theravada Buddhist scripture. And then I say that there are three instances in which meat may be consumed: when it is not seen, not heard, not suspected. These are the three instances in which I say that meat may be consumed. So this is very important word and direct word about the meat, about eat or non-eating the meat. This is the Buddha words. Then
That's interesting. I have a situation that directly relates to the yes and no's about eating meat. My wife loves seafood, and sometimes we'll go out to a seafood restaurant, and like for example, like the Red Lobster. I'm sure Americans have heard of the Red Lobster. It's a famous seafood chain in the United States, and they have a tank of live lobsters. And if you want to, you can look at the tank and you can pick the lobster, and they will take the live lobster out of the tank and kill it for you and cook it and serve you. So obviously that's a big no right there. I mean, you know exactly what's happening. You know that you're choosing which animal is to be killed and cooked for your own benefit. Now, you could also go into the Red Lobster, open up a menu, and you see, it's not as fresh. They probably bought it frozen, but you can order lobster off the menu. In that situation would be okay, because you are not, all those lobsters were already dead. They're frozen. They're for anybody that wants to buy them. That particular lobster was not killed especially for you. So in that case, it would be okay. But if you were to look at the tank with the live lobsters, pick the one you wanted, and then eat it, that would not be okay. I think I got that right.
Is it direct for this Buddhist scripture? It's very direct teaching of the Buddha without interpretation. And even, for example, when you go to pick the lobster and then you phone or you send a message, Ajahn, today I went to the restaurant and picked one big lobster for you. Tomorrow I will offer you lobster that I must deny. That's it, the practical. When we talk about the meat in this Buddhist scripture, we do not mean the meat of cow or buffalo, but even a meat of fish and everything, including all sentient beings, not only cow. Sometimes when you talk about you don't eat meat, I eat pork. And in this meat of cow, of pork, or chicken, or including all sentient being, on this condition you can eat or you cannot eat on this condition.
No, I know.
Yeah,
We use
it
the
is
word
the
meat.
Theravada way. The Theravada way is not Mahayana way.
Oh, really?
Right.
It's very clear to me. I understand completely.
And in the Mahayana way, as I heard the explanation, they think on the logical way that if you do not support eating meat, nobody kill for you. And this logic, I think, it is invalid because in McDonald's they have meat, but I did not eat so many months. But they still kill for that place. You cannot include because my order they kill the cow for McDonald's for in and out. But in Chinese Buddhism they thought like that. If you don't support, they don't kill. But in the reality, it's not real. Because we stay at the temple, we never go and ask, oh, please, you kill the raw cow, the raw meat, and I want 1,000 kilo to feed the people. In that case, I cannot eat. I cannot do at all. But if one day you go to take hash brown for me, and you think, oh, it's better to take McDonald's for him, I can eat because I don't know the cow in your hand where come from, in which farm they come from, water. We know nothing. It's that element. And if we doubt or we suspected, or Stephen may order some farm to kill the cow for me, I have right to deny your food offered to me. On that case, that's practical.
Understand. Well, don't worry about hash browns because that's just potatoes. That's
Because
just
Hezbollah does not cry.
potato. That's just it's okay if I kill potatoes.
And on the logical way, they have argument that when you prepare the soil for planting potato, and then so many insects also die.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Oh,
argument. That's an
very
argument
good.
in some article.
That's
That's fun.
that's great. Oh, I never thought that for a second. Yeah, when you prepare the soil to plant vegetables,
Yeah.
insects will die in the process.
Uh-huh.
That's
And sometimes in the paddy farm, when
yeah.
you plow, you prepare so many someone insect and animal die on the way like that.
Yeah, that's great. I've never heard that before. Yeah, so you can't really eat anything.
Even the grass.
Even if you drink water, there's still bacteria and microorganisms that
Right,
survive
right,
in the water.
right.
Uh,
So we practice direct about the Buddha's teaching. Sometimes we use the logic, but it would be valid logic. We don't use just invalid logic, like I praise the logic to you.
I get it. Yeah. So that's what I mean.
That's okay to understand for eating and non-eating. To paragraph, that's okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I would like to go to the paragraph that the Buddha say, if you do in that way, you will get the demerit on, or no punya, or you get the evil, a karma. Okay, let's go to the last paragraph of the Buddhist scripture. Okay, you say something now. I go to the paragraph that I want.
We have a slow internet connection today, and a lot of what you're saying is being cut out, broken up to me.
Okay.
I see that. You want me to read that?
Did you see this one? The Buddha talk about the demerit or no punya, or you stop to do. You must stop to do, or you must stop
Right.
to take in like that. Okay. Can you read for me? If you can read from the
Yes.
Jivaka, can you please?
Yes, I can. Yes. Whoever slaughters an animal for the sake, some of these words I can't pronounce.
Okay, Tathagata or the Buddha.
Okay, yeah. You produce if you slaughter an animal for a specific point to eat, you produce much demerit in 5 instances.
Yeah, demerit. That's mean evil. Yeah.
Demerit, right? That's like a negative point.
Merit is goodness, and demerit is evil action.
Right.
Okay, go on.
Yes. So, like when someone says, "Go fetch that animal," right there, the first instance he produces much dismerit. When the animal being led, then when that animal is being fetched, he's led along with a rope around his neck. That animal experiences pain and distress. That's the second interest. That second instant, he produces much dismerit. When someone says, "Go slaughter this animal," that's the third instant of dismerit. When the animal is being slaughtered, experiences pain and distress, the fourth instance of dismerit. And then when that animal is given to a monk, I'm kind of trying to translate this as I read it. That's when you order or arrange the killing of an animal and then give it to someone else. That's the fifth instance of dismerit.
Right. This is the way you cannot do at all. This is the condition that the Buddha do not allow to kill, do not allow to eat. This were very clear to practice for all Buddhists in this way, without using the logic. If you order to fed, if you order to hit and to do like that on this to slaughter on this activity, you will get more evil or more demerit. Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Okay. So it's a very good for you to come to the original source or primary source to understand without doubt, without your opinion. I thank you very much because you asked me what the words of the Buddha on eating or non-eating.
Yes.
That's very important for those who want to study Buddhism. We must access to the primary source like the Buddhist scripture and get the real one without using the opinion by logical way. And then we can practice on this way that we do not harm yourself, that doesn't harm the others. Based upon like that.
Right. So if you're listening and you're new, if you understood all that correctly, you do not have to become a vegan in order to be a Buddhist. Okay? It
You
is not
can
necessary.
be or you cannot be, depends
Right.
upon your decision making. It's not pushing, it's not force. But let's come to the Buddhist scripture to get the wisdom. And then if one day you think you are on the condition of being vegan, in Thailand we have so many people who follow the vegan way. We
Right.
have so many community to produce plant and rice and something by themselves. Never touch at all about meat we have. But depends upon the development of your wisdom or decision making, and then you do. We support everybody to do everything with mindfulness and wisdom. And if we do like that, we do not feel stress. But sometimes I saw so many people eat vegetarian, but they make the fake meat, fake duck, fake chicken,
Yes.
fake sandwich or something like that.
Yeah, that's very popular.
Uh-huh.
I try not to eat that. I
Yeah,
try not to eat fake versions of things that I
right.
don't want to eat.
You can eat hash brown immediately. You
Yeah,
can eat broccoli
yeah.
immediately.
All we really need to eat
Fruit
is hash browns.
immediately. It's not the fake cow, fake meat.
Right. I
Mhm.
know. And when you stop smoking, you don't smoke fake cigarettes. When you stop drinking alcohol, you don't drink fake alcohol. Although they have that, they have beer with no alcohol in it.
do, do you have fake and
I stopped smoking ganja, but I don't smoke fake ganja. Uh, so whatever.
the fake ganja is heroin?
Yeah, yeah. No,
One
okay.
fake, yeah. Go to the real thing, and
Yeah,
it really is that fine. I support that in my way that I leave you for 7 days. I ate just vegetable and white carrot and bitter melon, two things, one time only. That very fine for me.
mm. Cleans
Everybody can
out,
do, yes.
it cleans out your whole body.
Clean, yeah. Even this breakfast, last breakfast, I provide so many vegetables to boil and eat too this morning.
Very good.
Uh-huh.
All
So
right.
in this Buddhist scripture, the Buddha said that because monk depends upon the villager, the people, and then when the people provide food, monk should eat, but eat without lust, without passion, without delusion, without attachment, on that flavor, and that's important. He talk about how to practice to in this Buddhist scripture as you read. So it depends upon the inclination of each. This is a very important point. What your inclination, what your intention to eat for survival, or to eat for delicious, for deletion. And if you eat to serve the body, that's fine. And if you serve the desire or the lust or the passion, you must be careful. And if you eat that, just replace the old element by the new element. In the rice or in soup, it consists of the element of earth, water, and fire and air mixed together. So when we eat, it just replaces the old one by the new one. This is how to think in deep according to the Buddha's teaching.
Just it's kind of like transferring energy from one
Right,
place to another.
As you heard when we chant before eating, we eat food not for fun, not for pleasure, not for fattening, not for modification, just for survival to practice Dhamma.
That's what you're chanting. Is that what you're chanting in Thai before the meals? Because we haven't translated that into English yet.
English too, in Thai too. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in English. So
Right.
So,
In Thai, it's very long for in Thai. Yeah, we have Thai translation too. Or it's just Pali language. ปฏิสังขารโยนิโสปินทปาตังปฏิเสวามิเนวะกวายะนามัฏฐายะนามันธนายะนาวิภูสนายะ It's not for beautification. Just you think the fruit, when you eat this more fruit, your skin become pink. Monk cannot think like that. Please give me tomato, more tomato. After I eat, I will be very smart monk. not that way. Not for beautification. Only for the maintenance and enrichment of the body. Maintain to maintain the body.
just to
not for that
sustain life.
Right.
Just to sustain your life. Right.
Right.
Right. You can't be thinking, if I eat, lotus, one food, it's going to be good for my skin. Right. I get what you mean. Or if you eat a lot of lycopene, it's good.
That lycopene that fine to kill the disease. To kill the disease, the Buddha allowed.
So that's okay to if you're eating food, but you're thinking this will help my body survive and become better.
Right. To survive, to do good thing.
Yes, if I eat this food
or the others.
If I eat this food, I will have a better physically, and since I'm better physically, that means I will be able to produce more good karma and send it out to the world. That's like a noble thinking.
Right. That great thing, and the thing to have to consume the meal or to consume the food, breakfast or the lunch or something like that.
Well,
But
I wonder.
We have the fourth thing to consider, like even the robe. The Buddha said that we consume the robe not for beauty, but for protect the heat for protect the coal, for protect the insect to bite, not for killing, for protect some mosquito, something like that. This is for the clothes and for food, as you say, not for beautification, for maintenance of the body, and even the place for protection of rain, protection of air heat, protection of cold, but for practice meditation to gain the pure mind. That for the rest then. And the last one, the medicine to heal or to cure something that arise to our body, but not allowed to have Viagra. The medicine like a Viagra don't allow, but fruits okay.
All right. I wonder if anybody watching has any comments, or I'd like to hear, if anybody's watching, I'd like to hear what they personally. I'm
Okay,
curious if there's any
we
vegans
have
out
18 comments right now.
there, or
Do I show comment from Chicago?
from Chicago.
Orapan Kampanat Koson. Good afternoon.
Sawadee krap, Dar. Look at that.
Dawong Pen Kam. You can
She's
say
pretty young.
Sawadee Krap. Good. Thank you for saying Sawadee
Is that a
Krap.
current picture, Dar?
Nataya Sakun Pet say Sawadee Krap.
Sawadee krap. Oh, Kanlaya, long-time viewer. Hello. Nice to see you watching us again. Thank you. Monta with the pretty flowers all the
Flower
time.
from Chicago say Sawadee Krap.
Yeah, I think we're very popular in Chicago. Sampuan, I say that right?
Atarikan or Nikki. She sent so many lotus, so many joy hand, and 2 ducks.
Thank you for the ducks. They will
And
be my friends,
butterflies.
not my dinner.
Yeah, very beautiful thing. We don't eat. Boa Panhon from, can you doubt? Reno. Namaskar,
Hello.
Pramachan.
Hello in Reno. Good evening,
From
Chitra. Good
Waber,
evening.
from Germany.
Oh, yeah. Guten Tag, Chitra. Hello, Kent. Kent Tan and Prawn, of course. Prawn Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Good. Okay, again.
More sadhus.
นมัสการพระอาจารย์สาธุสาธุสาธุ From Thailand,
Hey.
88 years old. Say
Hey.
hello to
Oh,
you.
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And nice to see you again, too.
She finished master degree from England.
Oh, yeah?
Long time, yeah.
Smart woman.
How are you doing? Nice to hear from you again.
Absolutely.
From Chicago, you know, Pensy Pakdi Thai,
Yeah.
you know.
Pensri,
We
yes.
practice meditation together.
Yes,
She
we have.
inspired me to translate radiation of loving kindness and
Oh, really?
correct by you. Yes.
She's in Chicago now?
Yeah. When she came here, she said, Ajahn, please translate for Steve too. And then I get aspiration from her and try to do until we have the text for radiation of loving kindness even now.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Pentry was the inspiration. So next time you're here, I'll give you a big hug. Thank you.
And she will come to see you and provide beautiful soup for you.
Oh
She
yeah?
will expert to make beautiful soup, vegan soup. This from Surin province, Thailand. There's so many elephants around there.
Oh yeah? Hello Naparat. Sawadee krap.
Oh, great.
Hi Pran.
From Reno, you remember?
Of course.
One day we can visit her and go to Lake Tahoe.
Let's go right now.
Not now, yes. You
I'll
must
start
take
the
care
car.
your dog. What's up,
See
dog?
you.
What's up, your dog now? Good.
That's right. Good afternoon, Sibale.
Sivilai.
Okay. Joy.
From Canada, the owner
Hey,
of the Grace Restaurant. One day we
Canada.
would
I
visit
love Canada.
together. You can ride car across the border together and visit her in Canada. สบายดี Civilized.
Savadi. That's what that says? Savadi.
Yeah.
I know what that means.
สบายดี means สวัสดี good afternoon. Itra Wagner Guten Tag is a German language.
Right, but in Germany, I think right now, Guten Nacht, right?
You know?
A little bit.
Hello, Venerable Chanya. Hello, Venerable Kutkai.
Sawadee krap, Ajahn.
Okay. You can read for us.
Loving kindness is very important for everyone in the world.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. More now than ever before.
Yes, it is. It is from Pattaya. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Participate our good program today and next day.
Sadhu to the third
It means
floor.
yes, good night. Kentang, good night. You know Germany language?
Little bit. Not really, though.
Not really more.
I think I already used all the words I know.
Did you see Germany once?
I have been, yes. I've been to Berlin twice. I loved Berlin. It was a wonderful city.
Oh, very good.
I've been
And
to
now,
Dusseldorf once.
may I request you to read providing compassion, loving kindness to all direction right now.
Sure, I almost have it memorized. All beings that suffer from birth, old age, sickness, and death are our friends. Be blissful, be blissful. Do not seek revenge against each other. Be blissful, be blissful. Do not be vengeful and harmful towards each other. Be blissful, be blissful. May the body and mind be free from suffering. Be blissful, be blissful. May the body and mind be free from suffering. Be happy physically and spiritually. Save all beings from all misery. And that ends the broadcast from the WBC Wat Buddha Panya channel. Thank you for watching, And please tune in next time for another edition of Dhamma for the New Millennium, starring Dr. Ajahn Chanya and Stephen Camara.